Hare Krishna, dear devotees, my humble obeisances all goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you all for joining today's class. Today we have Her Grace Namrata Mataji to give class on Srimad Bhagavatam. And we are continuing the series of first canto, 15th chapter, verse number 7. Hare Krishna Mataji, my humble obeisances to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji, for giving class for all of us today. I will share my screen. You can start, Mataji. Yeah.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. So we are on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 15, verse number 7. Yat sanshrayad drupad gehamupagatana ragnyam swayam varamukhe smardurmadana tejo yatam khalu maya bihatascha matasya sajji krutena dhanushadi gata cha Krishna. Translation. Only by merciful strength was I able to vanquish all the lusty princes assembled at the palace of King Drupada for the selection of the bridegroom. With my bow and arrow I could pierce the fish target and thereby gain the hand of Draupadi. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Draupadi was the most beautiful daughter of King Drupada. And when she was a young girl, almost all the princes desired her hand. But Drupad Maharaj decided to hand over his daughter to Arjuna only, and therefore contrived a peculiar way. There was a fish hanging on the inner roof of the house under the protection of a wheel. The condition was that out of the princely order, one must be able to pierce the fish's eyes through the wheel of protection, and no one would be allowed to look up at the target. On the ground there was a water pot in which the target and the wheel reflected, and one has to fix his aim towards the target by looking at the trembling water in the pot. Maharaj Drupad well knew that only Arjuna or alternately Karna could successfully carry out the plan. But still, he wanted to hand his daughter to Arjuna, and in the assembly of the princely order, when Drishtadyumna, the brother of Draupadi, introduced all the princes to his grown-up sister, Karna was also presented in the game. But Draupadi tactfully avoided Karna as a rival of Arjuna, and she expressed her desire through her brother Drishtadyumna that she was unable to accept anyone who was less than a Kshatriya. The Vaishya and the Shudra are less important than the Kshatriya. Karna was known as the son of carpenter, a Shudra. So Draupadi avoided Karna by this plea. When Arjuna, in the dress of a poor Brahmana, pierced the difficult target, everyone was astonished, and all of them, especially Karna, offered a stiff fight to Arjuna. But as usual, by the grace of Lord Krishna, he was able to emerged very successfully in the princely fight and thus gained the valuable hand of Krishna or Draupadi, Arjuna was lamentingly remembering the incidents in the absence of Lord, by whose strength only he was so powerful. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधाकृष्णपदं सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते चन्द्रमौलि स्वामिने नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna everyone. Accept my humble obeisances. So today we are speaking on this verse. This verse actually in fact, this chapter, whole 15th chapter, is moreover centered around Arjuna. So if we take the overview of this chapter, a little overview, then verse 1 to 4 is the aggravation of Arjuna. Then verse 5 to 17, they are the favors rendered by Krishna to Pandavas and the intimate protection which he has given. Then 18 to 26 are the intimate moments with Krishna, and 27 to 31 are the personal instructions what Krishna has given to Pandavas. So this is the overview of the chapter, and we'll also see a little summary of the last 6 verses which we have done. So everything is okay. Arjuna is really very sad and distressed because Krishna has left this planet. So this chapter is dedicated to that. So the first 6 verses includes the strong feelings of separation, then symptoms of grief, and then Arjuna, he couldn't reply anything to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Tears are rolling. He's increasingly feeling the affection of Krishna, then recollecting the moments, and how Krishna has reciprocated to them. He recollects all that, and Krishna has left, and he feels this loss of his powers, and he realized that he was not the doer, and then I'm sorry, feelings of null and voidism is expressed through separation. So this is what we have seen in the last 6 verses, and now in this verse, so there's this incident of Swayamvar of Draupadi. So when Draupadi was a young girl, when she was ready to get married, so his father Drupad, so he wanted her to marry the best archer, who is Arjuna. And for that purpose, he arranged this Swayamvar, which was exactly to find out Arjuna. Why to find out? Because before the Swayamvara, there was this incident of Lakshagra where Duryodhan and the Kauravas and the Dhritarashtra, they planned the killing of Pandavas, and Pandavas escaped through the Lakshagra, the palace of Vex, and they were moving around in disguise, in the disguise of Brahmanas. They didn't wanted to reveal themselves yet. They were not sure what to do next, so they were still in the disguised form. And here Drupad has announced the Swayamvar of Draupadi, and for which he wanted Arjuna only. So he has kept the challenge in such a way that only Arjuna can win that challenge. So there was this fish who was hanged on the rooftop, and the eye was supposed to be pierced, but not directly. Looking into the reflection of the fish in the water pot, which is placed below, and the water is trembling constantly. So this is the real test of an archer, and only Arjun could do it. Even there was just one other option, who was Karna, who could do it, but Draupadi very cleverly she avoided Karna by saying that as a bride, she wouldn't accept anybody less than a Kshatriya. So yes, of course, Karna was quite offended with that, but if the bride has announced, there couldn't be anything for that. Apart from that, nothing could be done. So all the Kshatriyas tried, but they weren't successful. So the king announced that since the Kshatriya kings are not successful in fulfilling the challenge, any other people who would like to do it. So the one man among the Brahmanas, the community of Brahmanas who were sitting there, one of the men stood up, and he came forward and asked that, okay, I would like to try. And that was Arjuna actually. So he took up the challenge, and he successfully pierced the eye. And so this is how Draupadi's hand was won by Arjuna. But Krishna very well knew now that that was not me who did it, because everything was Krishna's plan. It was Krishna who did all that. And Arjuna gives all the credits to Krishna. So here we can have the question, how does so much love for Krishna comes from? So there's a verse in Bhagavad Gita 10.10 which says that tesham satata yuktanam bhajantam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam ye namam upayantite. So Krishna says that by constantly rendering the devotional service unto me with all the love, Krishna reveals himself. Krishna gives enough opportunities so that the devotee could know him. This is how a devotee could establish a relationship with Krishna. So Arjuna here, he was, if we see how he has been carrying out his journey right from the childhood, he was very focused. He was he had precision, he had skills, that is, he practiced a lot, and he had knowledge. So with all these abilities, he could pierce the fish target which was given in the challenge. But that was so hard that because it was in the trembling water, you have to see the reflection in the trembling water. So even the hairline target could move. So there were many Kshatriyas whose target was just hairline far away, which was not accepted. So that was the what do you say, exactness of Arjuna's target. That's how perfect he was. And if we see the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has also incarnated in this Kali Yuga in the mood of Radharani, to experience the love, to experience, to show that how a devotee should be. So to show how to love him, he incarnated. So Mahaprabhu, his appearance, the reason of his internal reason of his appearance was this, that he wanted to know how much love Radharani had for him, because Krishna was a supreme enjoyer. He was wondering, I'm the supreme enjoyer, but still Radharani is having millions of times more bliss and happiness than me. How is that possible? So in this Kali Yuga, after 5,000 years, Krishna came and he incarnated as Krishna says to Radharani that, okay, in this yuga, in Dwapar Yuga, we are separate, but in Kali Yuga, I want to have your bhav and incarnate in a form where I could have the Mahabhav of Radharani. So Radharani gives him the permission. He says, okay, when you will have my Mahabhav in that incarnation, many times you will go into ecstasy. So whenever you'll go in ecstasy, you will just fall here and there. So I will protect you at that time. So still this the loving, the selfless love is just growing ever and ever in Radharani. So we see in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Chaitanya Leela many times that he just roll in ecstasy. So 5,000 years ago, Krishna said, he in Bhagavad Gita, when he was in the form of, he was in the incarnation of Krishna, when he's in original form, he says, okay, sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja, you have to surrender to me. So he wants surrender of a devotee before he could take over. But in Chaitanya Leela, when he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his teaching said that just be humble and tolerant, and that is what the example he sets to be a devotee. And on all his teachings, he has just given Shikshashtakam verses, which is in fact the essence of entire scriptures. So he has given those I'm sorry, little congestion. He has given the essence in all his Shikshashtakam prayers. So if we see this verse 1.15.7, I could see basically 3 key points here. So first is Arjuna's feeling of separation. Then here, I am not the doer consciousness. And the third is gratitude. Arjuna feels a lot of gratitude towards Krishna, because he helped them, he protected them. Whenever they needed, Krishna was always there. So they really had close, intimate relation with Krishna. So he was deeply grateful to Krishna, and that is why he he laments when Krishna left this world. So there are a series of incidents which will be coming in the upcoming verses. So there's this in this verse the winning of Draupadi is there. Then the incident of Bhima killing Jarasandha is there. So in this incident, if you see in the war of Kurukshetra, Kauravas had 11 Akshayani Sena, and Pandavas had 7 Akshayani Sena. And when in total, 18 Akshayani Sena was present in the Kurukshetra war. But when Jarasandh attacked, Jarasandh was the father-in-law of Kamsa. So because Krishna killed him, he wanted to take revenge. So he had attacked Mathura so many times, and Jarasandha gathered 23 Akshayani Sena. But still, Krishna and Balaram, both these brothers, used to defeat him. But Krishna didn't kill Jarasandha even in this 18 attacks. Why? Because Bhima was destined, was the instrument to kill Jarasandha. So here Jarasandh, the killing of Jarasandh is actually a major conquer because he was a real powerful one. So 23 Akshayani Sena, you can imagine so much powerful he was. So there are other couple of incidents like Durvasa Rishi, when he came, when they were in forest, the Pandavas and Draupadi, the Durvasa Rishi came for prasadam, and they ran out of the prasadam. The Akshay Patra which Draupadi had was empty now, and till the next meal, they couldn't get any more meal. Any more prasadam in that. So, and Durvasa Rishi was, nobody would want to make him angry. So, and at that time again Krishna came, and there was just one rice dana left in the pot, and Krishna just had one rice dana, and he was satisfied with that. And because Krishna was satisfied, the 1,000 disciples who accompanied Durvasa Rishi, along with Durvasa Rishi, all of them were satisfied. So this is how Krishna has helped them time to time. He advised him. He advised him even when Indraprasth was they were about to create Indraprasth on just a barren land. Then before the battlefield of Kurukshetra, before the battle of Kurukshetra, Arjuna had to win so many weapons. So he advised him to do austerity for Shiva and win the weapons. So many incidents are there. Then even during the battle, killing of Bhishma, killing of Drona, and killing of Karna, because all the three were Maharathis. So it was not easy to kill all of them. So only because of the trick of Krishna, Arjun was able to kill all of them. So Krishna is the master planner of the entire battle that took place. So because he wanted, and Krishna says to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita that you just have to be the instrument of fighting the battle. Because Arjuna gave him so many reasons that all those reasons were genuine, but still because Krishna wanted, Arjuna just fought the battle as an instrument, because he said that even if you don't fight, or I have already killed all of them. So you just be the instrument and just fight the battle as a Kshatriya do. So, and yeah, the most important incident, Krishna protected Draupadi from unrobing in the assembly of all the Kauravas, where even Bhishma was present, where even Drona was present, all the elderly people were present who were so helpless. Only Krishna came to the help of Draupadi. So Krishna had so many intimate instances um, where Pandavas were always, they kept so much patience. Pandavas were always in some or the other trouble, and Krishna came for the rescue each and every time. So yeah, that is why they have so much gratitude for Krishna. So let us have some interaction over, like, if I ask you, you can type in the chat or unmute yourself and answer. If I ask where all can you see the feelings of separation in the pastimes of Krishna, in the pastimes of Mahabharata, in the pastimes of Vrindavan, with whom can you see the feelings of separation? Can some of you name some? Hare Krishna, am I audible?
Yes, Mataji, I'm still thinking.
Okay, the feelings of separation from Krishna, who all face this?
Yeah, the gopis, obviously,
Yeah, gopis are the
and the
major ones,
Vrindavan, everyone.
Brajvasis.
And he left to Mathura.
Yes. Pandava, of course, we have seen in the previous chapters of first canto. Then Kunti Mata, when Krishna was leaving Hastinapur. So these are some of the people. There are many more, but these are some of the people who really face separation, and they glorified Krishna in that. So these are the Nitya Siddhas, the devotees like Arjuna, Gopis, Nand Baba, Yashoda Mata, Kunti Maharani. They all are intimate associates of the Lord who have developed deep love for Krishna. So there are two things which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is stressing on in his teaching. First is love for Krishna, and second is feeling of separation. So before having the feelings of separation, which are the highest, so we have to learn to love Krishna. Unless we love, how will we have the feeling of separation? So gopis, if we see gopis, who are the topmost example of Krishna's love, when Akrurji came to take Krishna and Balaram to Mathura, gopis were praying to the demigods that please shower some rain, shower some heavy rain. I don't want Krishna to go, and please listen to our prayers. And they're looking up at the sky, and not a single cloud is coming. And you're like, okay, these demigods are really useless. And we are praying them intensely for something. So gopis are for every small separation, they were so intense in their feelings. They when they went to Nanda Baba and they said that, Nanda Baba, please stop Krishna, because we all know that how Krishna is. Everyone in Vraja know that he is hard to catch fellow. So once he goes, it will be very difficult to get him back. So everyone is feeling the separation, and they saw the chariot go till the flag of the chariot disappears in the horizon. So till that time, nobody even moved. They just stood still, like the pictures. So what to speak of Krishna leaving Vrindavan, while Krishna was in Vrindavan, when Krishna used to perform his pastime with gopis, on the on the rastalis, they when Krishna used to disappear many times just to tease gopis. So Krishna used to disappear, and even for those moments, gopis used to be so anxious, so uh, the feelings of separation, even in those small moments, were so intense. They used to ask deers, they used to ask bees, they used to ask trees and plants of Vrindavan, birds of Vrindavan, have you seen Krishna? Where is he? Can you tell us where is he? And the deer is standing still there, he's not speaking anything, and he's like, and the gopis are like, okay, yeah, I know, we all know that Krishna has told you that you should not tell where he's hiding, so that is why you're not telling. We all know that. So he's scolding even the deers. So uh, this is how intense they were. They couldn't bear the separation even for the moment. They are scolding Brahmaji that, what sort of creation you have done, that even the blink of an eye is taking so much time to see Krishna. So I mean, even the blink of an eye is separating us from Krishna. We want to constantly see Krishna. So that is how the love is. So and then uh, Arjun, coming back to Arjun, if he also realized this, that uh, his powers, what powers he has, were not his own. It was given to him by Krishna for performing those pastimes which were necessary to lead to the uh, ultimate purpose for what Krishna was there, what Krishna has incarnated. So the powers which were so once it happened that after Krishna disappeared, the women and the children and the others who were there on in Dwarika, Arjun was taking them to settle them in other places, and there was a community of tribes who saw this, and they attacked Arjuna. Arjuna was not able to fight back at that time. He was the most powerful archer in his time, and he was not able to uh, fight with those tribes. At that time, he realized that the powers he had were from Krishna. So, if we so this comes up to the consciousness that, okay, we are not the doer, but then again the question is raised, okay, if we do wrong, then that is also Krishna doing it. So no, if we look at the look at the little technical side of the doership, then asking the question, who are the doers? There are three type of doers. First is living entity, second is the material modes under which the living entity acts, and third is the super soul. Without the sanction of the super soul, um, person cannot act upon whatever he's doing. So we are the instruments of the action. Whatever action we perform, whatever karma we perform, we are the instruments of that action, and that action is performed through our senses. The senses, by senses, our soul, the senses are governed by the soul. So soul acts in different ways under the material modes. Okay, so when the soul is in material world, it is influenced by the material nature, which is goodness, passion, and ignorance. So when a person when a person who is not, who has not surrendered unto the Lord, who is not surrendered to the will of the Lord, they have their own free will through which they make their choices to do good karma or bad karma. They entangle in those good and bad karmas, but they have that free will. So they could keep moving up and down in the material world through the choice of those good and bad karmas. It is just like, if you take an analogy, if we access a Google map, and Google map, if we put a destination, Google map will show us a shortest route. And if we while going on that route, if Google is saying you have to go right, if we don't go right and if we go left, then what Google do? Google, from that left side, Google will redirect us again to the destination. So just that we are going to the destination but taking the long path. So what we are doing is just elongating our journey if we are not choosing to do what Krishna wants. If we are not choosing Krishna's will, then we are just elongating our journey back home, back to Godhead. And in the second case, which is a devotee, when a devotee surrenders to the will of the Lord, Krishna takes charge. He himself takes the charge. So just in this case, it is Arjuna. So Arjuna, he previously didn't want to fight. He had lot of questions portrayed. Krishna gives all the answers patiently, but then he surrenders unto the Lord and he acts in the way what Krishna wants. So devotees just accept the will of the Lord and carry out their services, just being the instruments in the hands of Krishna. As Srila Prabhupada has said, when Srila Prabhupada expresses his emotions, sings this bhajan like Nachao, Nachao Prabhu, Nachao Semate, Kashtera Putli, Jatha Semate. So I am just a puppet in your hands. So just like a puppet, make me dance in whatever way you want. This is what surrender Prabhupada shows to Krishna. And another thing is gratitude, what Arjuna expresses here for Krishna. These days we see lack of gratitude in people around us. There's total lack of gratitude in in people's action towards God, towards those who help them. They are not grateful. Kids are not grateful to teachers from whom they get knowledge. People are not grateful to the family. People are not grateful to the neighborhood they are living in, to their relatives. So there's an utter lack of gratefulness in the society. Why is this? If we look at there are many reasons, of course, but one reason I can think of right now is gadgets are really a havoc in this particular time. People are mostly on the gadgets, they're non-living thing, and they're like taken for granted. Even if you express gratitude towards a gadget, what emotion does that gadget has? So most of the time we are living on the gadgets and we are failing to express our gratitude to the people around us. So to whom should we have gratitude? As devotees, we should have gratitude towards Krishna for giving us opportunities. Opportunities may be positive, opportunities may be negative. Whatever is good for our ultimate good, Krishna gives us such opportunities. So we should be grateful to Krishna for that. To our acharyas who have who have passed on the message of Krishna to us in such form, according to the time, place, and circumstances, as and how it is absorbed by the people time to time. Srila Prabhupada, without whom we would not be there where we are actually. So immense gratefulness we should have for Srila Prabhupada. To our Guru, who has accepted us with all our faults, all our impurities and contaminations within us, who is going, if we are aspiring or initiated from a guru, we should, our gratefulness should be, I mean, immensely there, because he has taken our karmas. And who in this world would take our karma? He has taken our karmas, bad karma, good karma. He's we cannot be enough grateful if in this life, what to do. We should be ready to serve him life after life, because this is something which nobody could do. That is what a guru is doing. And finally, we should be grateful to the Vaishnavas, the most humble Vaishnavas, whose association without whom we are not making these practical realizations. We are not able to implement our scriptural study without these association of these Vaishnavas. So we should be immensely grateful to these Vaishnavas. So I think I have spoken a lot. I conclude my talk here. Thank you for keeping patience with me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. You covered many aspects. Thank you so much for sharing. And we can hear the festive Diwali festival behind you.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for this. This is
okay.
India.
That's okay.
Diwali.
Yeah. It reminded that we are in the middle of Diwali. So nice. Dear devotees, if you have any comments or questions, you can please go ahead now. Rishabh Prabhu, you want to share anything? You're online.
Haribol.
Haribol Prabhuji.
Krishna devotees.
Hare Krishna.
This is my humble basis. Welcome to the Interliber Fair. This is on book fair. Let me show you a little, please.
Sure.
We have a stand here. This is
Nice.
Amerikendra Bhaktivedanta Prabhu. We have here a stand. Here is like, I think like thousands of people from all over the region. We're just running around and giving them Srila Prabhupada's books. And we have Srila Bhagavatam also on the action. Bhagavad Gita, creation one. Now, let me show this. You will like this one. Look. You see here?
Yeah.
This is a big Bhagavad Gita.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Really big one. This is a smaller one.
Haribol.
And this is the original one. So yeah, this is like for beginners, intermediate, and then experts. Get the big one. So just to show you, like, this is amazing, guys. Like, there are many people here coming to buy books. So of course, when we are coming here and telling them that you actually want to buy this book.
Great.
So yeah, just try to kind of like capture. So please give us your blessings still today and tomorrow, so that you can manage to get as many books out. And please, be inspired. Do Sankirtan. Sankirtan is an amazing thing to depend on Krishna. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for showing that. All glories to your services. Hope you distribute many, many books like this. Thank you. Rajvilasni Mataji, you raised your hand.
It's wonderful. Wonderful fair, actually.
Yeah. Rajvilasni Mataji, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisance. All glory to Guru Maharaj and all glory to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji. Wonderful, wonderful class. I know I have to hear it again. But thank you for reminding that whatever ability we have, it is coming from the Krishna. And we have to constantly remember that. So thank you for that. We have to remember Krishna all the time. Never forget Krishna. So thank you. It was a wonderful class, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
I forgot to mention one point, which I think, which was very powerfully said by Bhutu Bhavana Prabhu in his one of the few classes in last few days only. He mentioned that we are not enough grateful to Srila Prabhupada if we are not reading his books. So, yeah, so if we want to express our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada, we should be dedicated to his books. And
That's
I think, Rishabh is giving us such a nice example for that. All glories to Sir.
So yeah, we know that we have to read the book. We still have so much immaterial things and so much so we forget that, okay, today I'm going to skip it, tomorrow I will read it, and then tomorrow again skip it, Yeah, but that I personally experienced that, if you read the books and if you hear so much, then you really getting knowledge, So from my experience, I'm learning a lot too. I'm still learning a lot.
Yes. Guru Maharaj says that consistency is helping us more than, we try, whenever we try to, we get time, okay, I want to read this, I want to read this, I want to read this. Instead, we should fix up ourselves, okay, read just one verse or two verse, but fix it for your daily schedule that, okay, I want to read one verse today and explore it properly. So this way we can even get consistent. So Guru Maharaj said that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Any other comments? Mataji, thank you, Rajvilasni Mataji.
We will miss you, Rajvilasni Mataji, this year in the retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna miss everyone too.
It was a good time last time.
Last time, yeah, I still remember that. Maybe next
No.
year. Who knows?
Now
Pray
I'm
for us.
replacing Brajulasmi Mataji.
Oh.
Oh, good, Srimati Mataji. That's good.
Yeah, she'll not be there and I'll be there. Last year I was not there. She was there. So
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. I'm meeting so many people, so many new people this time. Swami Mataji I'm meeting. I'm just looking forward to meet all of them.
How many this anyone knows how many of devotees going for this retreat for this year? Does anyone knows?
around 25, I think around 25. 30.
Around 25. Oh, okay. Yeah. We had last year around that many people too, right? I think maybe 25, 30.
Yeah, same I think Mataji this time too.
Yeah. That's good. You going by yourself or Prabhuji and every kid's going
No,
too?
I am going alone.
Or you going alone? Just for the retreat?
Yeah.
Oh, and then you come back. Okay.
Only 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good, Mataji. You're gonna like it. You're gonna have a very devotional trip.
Looking forward to that. Thank you. Rishabh Prabhu, you raised your hand. You want to share something? No.
Hare Krishna, I don't know if you hear me.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can hear you.
I don't know if you hear me because I'm in the book fair.
Yeah.
I actually want to ask both of us for one thing that I realized just the other day. Maybe you can give me much more realizations. Maharaj said to read the books. Maharaj said to study the books. But it's not actually a thing, reading the books is not a thing about, putting aside 30 minutes and then, reading it and then, just kind of doing it as a task. And then when the 30 minutes ends, okay, let's close the book. Let's start reading next time. And then we don't remember what was written. Also with the studies. Sometimes I was reading a lot and I didn't get the effect of reading. Sometimes I was studying a lot, I didn't get the effect of studies. And sometimes I was studying a small amount, just a small amount, and then it had a really profound effect on me. Do you maybe have a consideration? What is it that makes all the difference in studying or reading the books, even if it's 10 minutes?
Okay, I can just try and answer this. Very firstly, I think if we say an example, okay, I'm sitting on the shore of a bank and I'm looking at the waves. I want to cross the shore. I mean, I want to cross the river. Let the waves settle down, and then I will go and cross the river. The waves are never going to be settled down. So we should just start at some point. And secondly, what you are saying, Guru Maharaj says that fluctuations comes in our sadhana because of the anarthas. So how we should try and make endeavors to set our schedule in a way that we should have consistency in reading, listening, or whatever service we are rendering. So Guru Maharaj stress on consistency. So that is what I would like to suggest. I hope that helps, Prabhu.
I agree. Because of one really important thing happens when we have consistency. When the brain adapts to time, place, and circumstances, when we are reading the same place, same time, we are reading Srila Prabhupada's books, we're reading Srimad Bhagavatam. One interesting thing happens, a key moment in our reading. It's called absorption. And the more we are consistent, the faster we are able to absorb ourselves in the reading and studies. Even if it's half an hour, even if it's 10 minutes, the absorption part, I found that is the one that gives us the Shakti, gives us the potency of the reading and studying. And that absorption, we can read for like 1 hour, but we are constantly distracted. We will not get the effect of reading. It's the same with chanting. It's the same thing with reading, studying. It's the same thing doing service, absorption. Not only reading. And consistency gives us, like, trains the mind to absorb himself. So any comment on that, maybe?
You mean consistency?
On absorption, maybe. I think that you're quite absorbed in your studies.
Okay. In absorption, okay, if I say for absorption, I can say that intensity is running hand to hand in that. If I say, okay, today I was preparing for the class, and from yesterday I was so much reading the articles relating this verse. I was looking up to the speakers who have spoken on this. So concentrating and getting absorbed in one verse, it has really improved my chanting also in that time. So if I look at the other times, I see that okay, I'm relaxed, I'm not in the I don't have to give a lecture on other days. So some way my concentration is not as intense as it was in these 2 days. So sincerity also makes the difference. And yes, that intensity, that urgency, you always have to keep that urgency on your mind, that okay, I have to study, this is my urgency.
Exactly. Because I see the same thing in Sankirtan. If I'm kind of like, doing many other things, and then, okay, we go to Sankirtan, we go out and you're on the street and you're like spacing out. You're like, your mind is all over the place. Your mind is on what you're going to have to do before, later. You're like, oh, did I message this person? You're not doing something. You're not absorbing something. It's so struggling to do something, especially to approach people. Then you're like, the mind is like quitting on you. It's speaking on you. It's crazy. But absorption, like now with this the book fair, that we are here for like 1.5 days more. It's like, come on, focus. Let's do something great for Prabhupada, what Maharaj said the other day. Let's do something great for Krishna. It gives absorption, and the more we can put ourselves in these critical situations where we are forced to be absorbed, because in the today's society of distractions, we are not absorbing anything. The more you're gonna really feel the intensity of Krishna consciousness and the beauty of it, which initial Srila Prabhupada's disciple had. When Srila Prabhupada was there was an urgency constantly. There was like constant absorption. Whatever they did, and that's why they get the power. So yeah, please, devotees, let's try to absorb ourselves in whatever we are doing. Let's really be absorbed in it as much as possible.
Hare Krishna. Sorry to interrupt. Namrata Mataji, I made you host. I have to leave for a program now. I'll just leave can you end the call, Mataji? Thank you so much.
Yes, no problem, Mataji. Thank you very much for hosting. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu, for your valuable insights. I would really appreciate. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Did devotees any other last minute questions? If there is something, please come up with it, or I would end the call. Okay, looks like there's no question. We'll end the call then. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha krupa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Vaishnav ki jai.
Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I'll end the call now.